two of my major objectives or my expectations of on joining STEM was, number one, to serve God passionately and wholeheartedly with all my mind, with all my soul. And number two was to be with God, learn from Him, and walk with Him, and have a relationship and meaningful fellowship with Him. That has been met over time during my STEM program, and it has been met through my personal devotions. It has been met through the trainings. It has been met through the engagement with the students. And some of the high moments with the students were during the informal engagements. That is through the retreats, night outs, and even the one-on-one visits with the students. Through the retreats, I would learn students how to help the students more, because I would discover some things that I would not discover during the training. So that was an amazing thing to the ministry. Over time, I have been able to appreciate the value of excellence, and that is a value that I have been trying to develop since joining the STEM program, which has been displayed through my planning and my sermon preparation. I've also appreciated the value of faithfulness to the scriptures. And when I was a student, I used to see how authentic speakers would come to the CU and speak to us. I used to appreciate them. But I used to also wonder why some of the speakers or some of the people that we know were not authentic. And I have discovered over time that it's just about interpretation. And the STEM program has exposed me to different materials and resources that have deepened my biblical interpretation of the message of God. And some of the books that have been very influential is Hermeneutical Spiral. This book has all aspects of interpretation of the Bible. Actually, hermeneutics is the science of interpretation, the science and art of interpretation of the message, that is the Bible. Then another book that has been really helpful, which is also part of the STEM read, it's How to Read the Bible for All Its Worth. This book has also enabled me to deepen my engagements with the scriptures or the message of the Bible. So it's been an amazing time to just develop and deepen some of the values, and that has led to convictions in my life. It has led to deepening the convictions that I had for the ministry and also the society. And one of the conviction that I have developed over time is the conviction to raise a discipled generation. This generation that has the word in it, a people who understands the message of God clearly. I'm convicted that the salvation of our nations can only come through proper discipline of the people. And this then says that I have to commit myself to teaching, teaching the scriptures faithfully and discipling people faithfully, so that they can come to maturity in their growth, in their spiritual growth. I'm also convicted to support any kind of ministry that is meeting such like goals, so that we are not just raising converts, but we are raising disciples, people who can cause impact in generations. And I'm convicted that Africa is going to change, and it's going to change only if we decide to disciple people and raise them in Christian moral principles. One of the skills that has been very important during my STEM program has been the skill of planning, effective planning and personal organization. I have loved to plan. Earlier on, I used to make sophisticated plans, but I have appreciated the sovereignty of God, and I have also appreciated the fact that the purposes of God are greater than my plans. So when it comes to long-term planning, I leave a place for God, and of course, even in planning, I have to involve God. Another skill that I have gained through the STEM program has been the skill of financial management through accounting. As a matter of fact, anyway, I didn't know how to use something like this, petty cash voucher. But during the STEM program, where we have to account for how we spend our money, it enabled me to develop basic accounting skills, so that I can take note of every coin that comes into my hands. Another important skill that I may not fail to mention is the reading skill. Now, reading skill, reading Christian resources, reading Christian materials has been one of the skill that, of course, I did not have that skill intensively. The STEM program has shown me the importance of reading and its benefits. And this year, I bought over 50 copies of books, and I have been able to read them. I've been able to read almost 30 books since the commencement of the STEM program. So it is a skill that I did not have intensively, but through the STEM program, I've been able to develop it. So my prayer for the students that I have been working with would be that they would know Christ and know Him more, know His goodness, know everything about Him, according to what Paul writes to Philippians in Philippians 3. My prayer and my thanksgiving to my partners who have really been with me in the ministry. I would pray and say that may the Lord be gracious to you, to all of you who have stood with me in this journey of the STEM program. May the Lord really bless you abundantly and open your boundaries and even help your families as you continue supporting ministries. And to the organization at large, I am so glad that at least I was part of this great change. I was part of this team. And my prayer to the ministry at large, Focus Kenya, is that the Lord will continue using you as instrument of change, both locally and globally. For the time that you take to nurture the leadership skills in fresh graduates and also impact those skills among the different Christian unions. May the Lord greatly bless you. And thank you so much. I really appreciate. My next move would be to settle in my career as a teacher, but also later on I hope to open my consultancy firm that will be dealing with trainings, especially just providing support to the church in Kenya and across Africa. And one of the things that I hope to do is just to help people, especially churches, just to make sure that they are trained and their members are discipled well. Thank you so much, and may the Lord greatly bless you. Amen.